Yo, 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 yo,
Yo,
yo,
yo,
yo.
yo.
How's it going? Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, yes, I did.
What's happening, everybody? I'm Allie Burns. This is Detroit Lenny. You're watching Morning Wood from Picks and Parlays right here on the Max Wagers Network. Brought to you, of course, by BetMGM. They've got a special deal for all new accounts. You know how to do it. You download the app and then you use the promo code MORNING. And then what happens? You get $1,000 in a risk-free first bet.
Yeah, you do.
I know, right? It's like the business.
What? I know. It's so cool.
Business. So
How you doing in Handicap 10?
0-2.
Oh,
I hate my life. I'm taking the Twins today. We're gonna go to the book. I'm gonna get some paper out. I feel like my handicapping, right? Because we always gotta handicap our handicapping. I gotta just stop being fancy. I don't need the team to score first business. I just need to know like basic stuff, right? First five money lines, full game money lines.
Trying to get too exotic with it is what you're saying?
Cute. I'm trying to get cute.
Look a little too cute. Just keep the cuteness right here.
Right here.
Okay.
Where it goes.
Right. And Vogue.
Vogue.
So I really want to handicap this minor league baseball game.
Just take it over. You know the rules on the Aviators. You just take it over.
It's 13. And it's juiced to the under.
What else would it be?
It's minus 120 under, even money over. But the last time they played, which was 2 days ago, was 4-1. So
I feel like I remember Jim saying that like, they haven't been doing as great as they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, it's a true story. That's a rumor.
Hi, Tim Earl. Hi, Breaking Vegas Sports Bets. Yo. Thomas Kingston, how's it going, friend? 15 days, Ryan Gibbons, till Cedar Point. 15 days till Cedar Point. Doo-da. Yes, I'm so excited. Hi, Ryan. I miss you. I love you. I can't wait to see you.
So did
never heard of him. I don't think he meant to be dickish when he said this, but never heard of him. Text me last night, and he's like, "You got to know who to fade in the early stages of the Capitan." And I go, "I suck. I'm going to try not to let Drunk Alley make the picks tonight." And he says, "LOL, good luck. You and Drunk Alley will both need it." And I'm like, "Oh, was that a jab?" Or, I mean, it's also true.
But you know how
jab.
You know, he must have been in his feelings yesterday because I put my Capitan picks in, and you know I've been trying to stay like kind of same game, not correlated. I want to say correlated, but same game.
Right.
And I did it yesterday. I took the WNBA and I took a Dodgers play. Should have took the WNBA because that lost, but whatever. And
the
he
over
made sure.
The Fever did? Is that what you took? Was the over?
No, I
the
took
Fever?
the Liberty minus 5.5.
Oh, okay, yeah. That was only a 3-point game.
So, it didn't cover, whatever. And he commented, I thought, well, 3 days in and we're not already changing plans, huh? And I'm like, I honestly forgot. I forgot about the chaos yesterday. I just got out of game time.
Me and Scott Reichel sitting here. I'm like, I got a feeling he's not coming. Let me give him a text real quick. I was like, Reichel, you scared him away. You scared him right away.
I knew I could hear all kinds of shit from him. I even said to the Twins yesterday on game time, I'm like, oh, I got to prepare for this chaos I got tonight. And then we laughed, we joked about that. And I'm like, all right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Like literally, right? And then I got up from here, and Manny goes, I'm going to Walmart. Got to get the kids some stuff, last minute supplies, paper thing, pencils, whatever, And I'm like, all right, well, I'll go with you. And then I got up, I left, and then I got your text, and I'm like, oh, shit. And I'm like in the middle of Walmart, like deep in the middle of it, half a basket full. And I'm like, I can't. I got 3 kids with me, and
you should have done it from Walmart or from Walmart, pushing the cart. That's how
I should have. I should have just tuned in, just so you know you can't stop me. I should have, but I knew I would get crap. I totally forgot about it. That's my bad. But
well,
Sean,
just do
Sean
the power
Asterisk
hour.
Austin,
If you just cover the power hour for me today, then you'll make up for it.
Then I can host power hour for you today.
Beautiful. All right. Dude,
fine.
we got
I felt so bad. I was like, I'll buy you a beer. I'm sorry.
You'll buy me a beer on $2 beer night. Thanks.
Hell yeah. I'm not. Well, I mean, I'm not crazy. And then Mandy's going, she's gonna kick your ass tomorrow, and I'm like, don't. You're not helping.
It's fine. It was fine. because now we've got a trading. Now you don't even have to buy me a beer. Just do the power hour.
Save $2.
So we got
$2 I can put on the aviators.
It should be good. My mom's coming too.
All right, cool.
There's 8 of us. Like we've got a crew, man. I think we should all wear our Picks and Parlays baseball jerseys. I don't know if the Twins brought theirs, but we should. And then we would look like a team. Smuggy. Wouldn't we look so cute?
Wait till we do TikToks in the middle of we flash mob that shit.
Exactly. Oh my God, a flash mob. I didn't even think
I already thought of TikTok. Tim was texting me TikTok ideas, and I don't want to give too many away that, now we're going to be in the same place where we do TikToks together. And I thought of one last night, and I was going to text them, but I knew it was late for them. But think of this. I want you to play this out in your head. You got to visualize. Okay. So you've seen Las Vegas Ballpark. Obviously, we've both been there. The parking lot where we'll all meet right in front.
Right.
When we see each other, you got one camera. You got to transition back and forth. But one view is Tim and my eyes and his eyes lock. And then we slowly start running towards each other. But at the end, I go, get out of the way. I'm trying to get to Nick. And then me and Nick embrace. And then you shoot back to Tim. And Tim is like, what the?
What do you think about this?
Speaking of the devil,
about this, Nick?
He's already in the casino.
Yeah, I can't really hear you guys that well.
Can you hear me?
Right?
Turn up your mic.
It might be the casino in your background. I'm so sweaty. God, it's so humid and overcast today.
Log out, try again.
Yeah, I'll be back in a sec.
All right. This guy.
Austin said, never heard of him, said he said that with love.
It's Sean Asterix Austin.
Yeah.
The
Royals.
Better now. Yeah, it's much better. It's much
Ladies
better.
and gentlemen, the Twins, they're not in the house. They're in my house. Yeah, you have your jerseys. Okay, good.
Oh, I got mine.
Okay, good.
We had to throw these on.
Okay, so
I got mine right here.
that was a quick change, guys. Excellent work.
You mentioned it was the top of my suitcase.
Yay! Okay,
I got mine.
Wash.
All right, so we're all wearing these tonight. We're all looking cool.
Yes.
And we're all squad.
Yeah, mine can be worn. I just smelled it. It's good.
It was 7-4 last night, by the way.
He said it was 7-4 last night, Lenny.
I think the day before was 4-1.
Well, Lenny wanted a handicap.
Oh, I didn't know. The night before, yeah, it was 4-1. Last night we were talking about it. They hadn't played yet.
Oh, I'm so sweaty. This overcast is
still. It's still not the over/under's at 13.
13 tonight.
It usually is though. Like it's like Colorado and an 11. It's just like a normal thing.
What I'm hearing.
Well, the wind is going to matter.
They're due.
The wind is going to matter too.
And it's
we're all here.
And it's muggy. Ball
so muggy.
faster.
I mean, like if my face can't tell you that, I don't know what can.
Oh my God. I have my blinds all the way open and a light on. That's how much no light.
The Twins brought all the, what am I looking for?
We brought the humidity.
Yeah, brought the weather with them.
Oh, you can take that shit back.
Take it right back with you. We've got 15
here.
-2, so 13 are left. Foxy and James are still in the old one, and then we've got 13 left from there is what we got going on.
All right, I'll let you have a good show now.
All right, cheers. Yay, okay. We're back. I have to get my powder because I can't look at myself where's my paddle?
Oh, yeah, where's your paddle? I'm going to bring them paddles. I'm going to bring them paddles so we can, when we all get on a show, we'll all have.
Yes, perfect. Yay.
So I'll bring them all paddles.
Exciting. I still don't have a Craig trap for the power hour. That's so good. Daniel Henderson, you want to do the Picks and Parlays power hour? You got to cover the AFC West in about an hour.
Hold on. Let me check.
I tried Craig already and Higgs.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And Craig doesn't respond to me like he used to. He doesn't like me that same way. I'm not one of the cool kids.
He don't like you like that?
No, he loves you. You're holding the storage key. He loves the Twins. I'm just chopped liver.
That's fair.
It's not fair. That's the exact opposite of what it is.
Exactly. That's what I was hinting at.
It's exact opposite.
Horrible. It's totally not fair.
It's been a crazy couple of days, but finally back to your shenanigans. Let's get after it today. Did you hear Brittany Griner, 9 years?
Yeah.
Did you hear about that? Hi, Brandon Schutz. I'm good. It's good to see you again. Best background nominee on the left, worst on the right. That's fair. That's fair. Your background game is off the hinges, Leonard.
What do you want me to tell you? I took my green screen down. Here.
I know, but why? It's like, why? Why can't you? There you go. At least now you look like a junkyard dog or something.
Oh, here, Lions season's coming up.
There you go.
See, I just don't have a green screen, so it gets it that weird.
Oh, yeah. Well, just don't move.
Okay.
Hi, Steve. We'll have an awesome time. I'm going to take him to the book. Yes, I'm so excited to see the whole crew. The gang is back together. So we do have a special guest today. We've got Scott Steehn coming in. Scott is coming in right about now. How's it going, friend?
What's up, guys? How are you?
We're great. We're great.
All that.
I don't know if you're up with what's going on right now, but the twins have just arrived and they are at my house here in Vegas. And all four of us, me, the twins, and Lenny, and his wife, and my mom, and my kid, and Joshua, are all going to the Aviators minor league baseball game tonight. So that's what you missed. That's what.
No, I actually saw that. I saw Nick in front of the casino, and then like the Flash, he was at your place. It was just amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy how quick they get there.
It's the magic of the internet.
Uber is very, very on the ball in Vegas. Let me just tell you, folks.
You got
super fast. Is it are the Aviators fun? Is that a fun event to go to? Because we've got some minor league here, and I love going out to the minor league park.
I worked for them for their inaugural year, and I had never been a minor league baseball person before I worked for them, and I'm sold for life. I'd almost rather go to a minor league game than go to a major league game, just because the parking is easy, the drinks are cheaper. It's, there's a whole freedom about it, and it's just fun. So yeah, love the Aviators.
Yeah, we've got here in Kansas City, we've got the berm where you go out and you can
we have a berm too.
Yeah, you just go out and sit on the berm, which I never knew what it was before minor league baseball. But
you can get like tickets for like $8-12 depending on when it is. And we used to take the kids out there. Last season we haven't went out this season. This will be my first game of the season. But last season we take my boys out there. They're like 10 and 13. They just love it. Blanket. Me and the wife sit down and the berm, and they got a pool out like right center that you can rent and hang out in a pool. It was voted the Las Vegas ballpark locally, like last week. I saw this on the news. The #1 minor league baseball park. It's a beautiful park.
I voted for that.
Did you? I did not.
There was a big thing that went out. I voted for that. Yeah.
We're going tonight because it's $2 beer night.
We're going tonight because Allie got you free tickets and the twins are in town. It just happens to also be $2 beer night.
See, Craig, we all need a raise. We can't even go to a real game. We got to go to $2 beer night with free tickets.
God damn, we can't go to $4 beer night.
I know.
$4 beer night is out of the question.
What does $2 get you? What do they have on? What's the selection for $2 beer night?
I drink Bud Light, so I don't care.
Busch Extra Light. No, I don't know.
So water, basically.
I mean, it's $12 for a tall can. Like typically, it's $12 for a tall can of Bud Light. So
at the minor league park.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's Vegas, baby.
Vegas.
Oh, that's scandalous. Although I tell you what, I follow some people on Twitter and they put those Vegas tabs up there. The latest one was like $95,000. Yeah. I'm like, come on. Bro,
if I spent $95 at the bar, my wife would be like, "What did you do last night?"
Right.
I'm like, "Buy a house for us? Do we have a new house?"
She would be. She knows I gamble, and she'd be, You didn't get comped $95, and I'm like, I got comped a lot, babe. And the 95 is what I didn't get comped.
That's the leftovers.
Yeah, exactly. And then
Lenny, what's the most you've ever blown at a club in Vegas? Either one of you. Like, have you done the VIP thing?
I'm a girl. I don't pay for things.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. Well, okay. So I would. Well, not necessarily for you, Allie. As special circumstances, not necessarily coming out of your pocket. But what you've been a part of? What you've been a part of?
I've been a part of a lot of stuff at clubs. I was a go-go dancer in my 20s. So like when Ice Cube rented out Ice-T rented out the 54, or Chaz Palminteri was in town. Palminterez was in town. He had an event. My mom owned a production company, so I've been involved in some stuff.
Okay, but that's what but those weren't like your friends. Yeah. Like, Lenny, what's the most you've blown? Have you ever blown 4 figures?
I've blown 1,800 at a strip club.
Okay.
In a night. And I was with a buddy of mine. He passed away, but he owned a solar power company, and he had a VIP area, and it was like his local spot or whatever. And so I didn't pay for no VIP. I didn't pay for drinks. Let's put it that way. I blew $1,800 on not getting in or drinks. I'm just gonna leave that at that, just in case my wife's still watching.
There's no sex in the champagne room.
We went with the guy. We did a club in Detroit, and it was
all places. I know it well.
It was on 9 Mile.
Oh, and John's.
What's that?
Where 9 Mile?
This was a comedy club that we did.
Oh, okay. Oh,
after the show, the owner took us out to a strip club, and I knew it was going to be a special night when he walked in. The music stops, and everyone on stage and everyone behind the bar says, "Oh, hey, Bill," or whatever the fuck his name was. And I'm okay. This is going to be a special night. So, and he, just like you're saying, Lenny, he bought everything, but including drinks. And I don't even know. Yeah. I mean, he was such in a position that I never, we never saw a tab. It was
I never saw it. Yeah, never saw a tab. Never nothing like that. But
it had to be $2,000. Yeah, $2,000
easily. But there's a Little League World Series bet on today.
Is back.
The little
give me North Carolina plus that 190.
See, that's what's great about being on these shows and getting a platform to do this, because if you go out in the general public and you're watching and you're at dinner with like regular friends, and what are you watching? Well, I'm watching Hawaii versus Utah, and I've got Utah and the over. And people think you're some kind of degenerate.
Because you're betting on 12-years play baseball.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you're betting on Hawaii, and only degenerates bet the Hawaii game.
That's a real friend. Scott, that's a real friend.
About being on the show is she identifies the actual problem.
Exactly, right away. Well, there's a couple people at that dinner table, and a couple of them are like looking. They're my wife's friends, by the way, that are looking at me like he's betting on 12-year-old baseball. And then there's my friends, Allie Burns, that's sitting over there going, "You took Hawaii?"
Absolutely.
Oh my God, Josh, when we were doing Handicapper, I was on my Russian table tennis run. He's like, "The frick are you doing with Russian table tennis?" I'm like, "I'm winning." He's like, "Stop betting on that." I'm like, "Stop winning?" I don't understand what you're saying to me.
I'm confused.
Stop making money on the bet.
Putin
why would
is
I do
sending
this?
me money.
Yeah,
Putin is sending me money.
Russian,
why would I?
Scott,
getting that table tennis kickback? There you go.
Yeah.
I still think.
So speaking of Russian, Scott Steehn, let me ask your opinion on this. It's a big thing in the news, big thing in the Parlays chat. So Brittany Griner, 9 years in Russian prison. That's going on. And there's a lot of talk. They're going to start negotiations with the arms dealer, the Russian arms dealer that they want back. Let me ask you this. Is Brittany Griner worth freeing a Russian arms dealer? I mean, like, for the good of the world at whole, is that a fair trade?
Well, it's not just Griner. It's another cat. It's a 2-for-1 that we're going.
And I kind of asked this question facetiously, just to just to preface with that.
It is a question being circulated like on a
Yeah.
We're not trading baseball cards here. Or
sure.
Maybe these are actual people.
This is like a chick who's clearly smokes weed in the WNBA compared to a Russian
who also took a knee.
Yeah,
I gotta let this cat out, or he's gonna.
No problem.
I
don't think I've ever done a video with her where she didn't wander off.
Every single time.
She's a wanderer, bro. I tell people all the time, she's a wanderer.
It's why in old Morningwood I used to stand up and write on things.
When we used to do an evening show, and we used to actually have drinks and called it Almost Adulting, and we'd watch Thursday Night Football and live bet and drink. I gotta go get another beer. And she just get up and leave, and I'm like, "Where we go?" Like, and then
don't wait for me. No one's wandering off.
That's not a thing. So
it is. Yeah. It's totally a thing. It's my thing, and I own it.
This is as far as Griner goes
right now. Actually, no, I'm just kidding. I'll be right back.
Carry on.
Jesus Christ. We'll carry on.
Speaking, back to the serious subject.
Yeah.
These are the kind of things that just get done all the time, and you don't hear about them because they don't necessarily involve famous people, but you do prisoner swaps with detestable countries and you give back detestable people. And that's just, it's the way of the world. And sometimes we get our own detestable people back. We get our own spies that got caught in unfortunate circumstances. So you not only have to look at it in the terms of what's going on now, but it also has an impact on future negotiations. And the next time it happens, what happened the last time. So I think they have to do it. Now, the argument, and I get this side of it, is sometimes people are caught up, especially you get guys like in North Korea or things like that crossed over the line. And but you can make the argument that Griner brought it on herself, that she exposed herself to a system and a country where the penalties were well known. It's not tolerant of cannabis at all. So, well, I left it in there by mistake. Well, you know what? When I fly somewhere, and I used to be back in the day when I partake of, I don't even know the tense, but when I was a partaker of the cannabis, you made damn sure you didn't fly with it. You knew where you were going. You knew what you were doing. And I was an idiot comic. I don't know nothing. Griner travels internationally all the time. She has to know this. So, I mean, that's the argument on that side. For me, my personal opinion, you make the swap. It's two human beings. It's two American citizens. He's an arms dealer, but, let's be honest, with him in prison here in the U.S., it's not like arms sales came to an end. I'm sure they've been sure they've been turning over AKs and stuff and selling the stuff that they normally do. So, yeah, it's detestable. He's a horrible human being, and you got to make the deal.
One of those. I mean, I want Brittany out. I want Brittany out for sure. So I don't want to imply that I think she deserves 9 years in Russian jail, because that is not what I imply. It was just kind of the you took Hawaii? Why? Yeah, exactly. Everybody knows. What time's Detroit winning coming on? Game time decision. Are you guys doing game time today? I would guess no.
I'll do it. I'll probably just run through some breakdown, because a lot of the game, about half the slate starts before game time. So
I can have them jump on, because I have chaos at 5 your time? No, we won't be back by then.
Yeah,
it's trying to get back for chaos.
We'll figure out game time. I'll probably run through. I'll talk to them about a squad bet, and we'll throw that on, do a little something like that. But
well, how long are the Earls in Vegas?
They're here for 4 days, but they're at Casa de Plus Money Honey for 2. They're here tonight and tomorrow.
Casa de Plus Money Honey.
Nice. Nice.
That's a hell of a fucking sign on the outside of that building. Casa de Plus Money Honey.
It's in neon and it flashes. It's like the Beetlejuice arrow that points.
Outstanding. Hey, there I am. How about that?
There you go.
Boom. There you go.
There you are.
So what are you thinking about? Let's talk some football, Scott Steehn. I don't know if you heard, but there's an NFL game tonight.
Yeah. Who couldn't be more excited to see the Jags and Raiders on a high school field? It's going to be a great time.
So good.
That is on my bucket list. I'd like to see that game, and it'd be my luck the year I got tickets. It would be a matchup like this with the with the Jags and the Raiders. It should be fun. I'm looking forward to the season. As a Chiefs fan for so many years, we did not look forward to the season. Because you're
talking to a Lions fan and a Texans fan right now, so watch your tone. Yeah.
So, Lenny, is there a city more down right now as far as sports go than Detroit? Yes. Rachel and I were talking about that when we used to have.
What about Amarillo, Texas? Amarillo, Texas.
I think yes.
Strong right now.
I think yes. Because I feel like the Wings and the Pistons are making moves, and they're very young, and they're within a couple of years could be playoff contenders, not championship contenders, but they'll give that city something to rise up about. I think the Lions could be back to a 500 ball club this year, right? 7-8 wins, which would give them something to cheer about as well. The Tigers, I don't want to talk about them. I don't know what to tell you. We were already on to 2023. But
you and I share a lot of similarities with the Tigers and Royals, two teams that were expected to at least be respectable in the AL.
I was hoping for a 500 ball club. Right. I mean, that's where we're at.
Right. That's exactly where we were with the Royals. You're thinking maybe we'll get within a couple games of 500. You could sniff the wild card in September. It's not really going to happen, but you're 5 games back. You're at least looking at the standings and watching a few teams. And instead they've gone out there and just shit the bed. Unbelievable.
Yeah, you do better. Injuries happen to everybody, so I don't want to hear about injuries. I hate when a coach is like, well, we ran through a lot of injuries. Well, what coach has ever sat up there and said, well, guys, we won a lot of games, but, we didn't get no injuries. Nobody praises the injury bug. Nobody gives the injury bug credit for not showing up. They only want to talk about it when they do. So every injuries happen to every team in every sport. Deal with it. So I'm hoping for the Lions. I think the city of Detroit has hope. I challenged Craig Trapp, and I'm still challenging him, that the state of Michigan will raise a championship before the state of Ohio. No college sports only. No college sports, because I don't want nothing to do with Ohio State.
Oh, you don't hear about the Ohio State again?
I don't want. Yeah, the football team from Ohio can kick rocks. So
I'll tell you, there's a lot of cities in the South that are obnoxious about their football, but nowhere north of the Mason-Dixon line is more annoying than Columbus, Ohio. Nowhere.
Nowhere.
No.
Agree.
I agree. I always say this. I tell people Michigan looks like this. Looks like a hand. It looks like a mitten, right?
Right.
You drive south down I-75, you get to the armpit of the United States. That's called Ohio. That's what I tell people. You keep going. And
I'm going there in 15 days. Don't say that.
Keep going. You get to the feet of the United States. That's called Florida. You just keep going.
No, that's America's wang. Everybody
somewhere in that swamp ass part. That's like Louisiana. Okay, so
that's the mud butt. That's behind the wang is the mud butt.
Everybody knows the mitten. But I've never seen I-75 extended all the way down to the elbow.
Oh yeah. The murder mitten, as we like to call it.
That's how people with Detroit public school educations have to remember.
That's how we learned.
Yeah.
So here's where we live. This is where we live. This is Detroit. You go up north.
Yeah.
You go here.
Yeah.
If you go to Traverse City, you go up here. Okay. Like the Grand Rapids Griffins, they play over here.
And that's 100% a
Chicago's over there.
That's
right.
What do you guys think if the winner of the USFL played an NFL team in the Hall of Fame game?
I'd rather see him play the college national champion.
Oh, that could be fun too. I went to an OSU game in a downpour. It was sold out, and everyone still showed up. I bet they did because that's all they have to live for. When you live in Columbus, Ohio, it's all you have to live for.
I think a very competitive game would be the college national championship champion against the USFL or whatever championship team.
I literally just said that.
I thought you said the NFL against the college team.
No. They did that. They
Okay.
used to do that
well, then what you said.
You're a smart guy, Lenny.
Thank you.
They used to do that back in the 60s. They had a college all-star team that would square off against a random NFL team. No, I'm serious. That was not pointed, by the way. That was.
No, he's talking about.
I'm talking to Rickett.
I'm
talking about this comment.
This is the thing that we say in Texas that you know why Oklahoma sucks, or we know that Oklahoma sucks because Texas doesn't float off into the Gulf of Mexico. Like that's how you know Oklahoma sucks. But he's saying if Michigan didn't suck, Ohio State would just flood into Kentucky. And the toilet paper says flush twice. It's a long ways to Michigan. I don't, because I like to save water. That's still funny.
Man, now see the only one that I know is the only thing to come out of Oklahoma, I-35.
There it is.
Oh, and then I've heard it spun the other way from Texas as well. So
that's fair.
Yeah, those are two, as they say, those are two.
I don't even know why I hate Oklahoma. I just do. It was just bred into me. There's nothing I can even do. I've never been. I
got no problems. Oklahoma. I don't want to smoke.
But I don't have problems with Ohio. I mean, it's the same.
I got all the problems with Ohio.
Exactly.
All of that.
Lenny's got enough for everybody.
I got all of them. Everywhere except for Sandusky. Cedar Point, the amusement park in Sandusky, Ohio. Yeah.
It's fantastic. Yeah. It's fantastic.
It's wonderful.
So excited.
It's wonderful.
Are you going, Allie? Is that the deal?
Yeah, I'm going in 15 days. My friend just popped in the chat who's taken me and Escher. He's my best friend from Houston. We do about once a year. We try to travel together. And this year we're going to Cedar Point. So we're flying into Cleveland. We're going to a White Sox Guardians game and then staying the night. And the next day we drive. We've got a cabin on Lake Erie for 3 nights. And we've got like ultimate unlimited soda pass wristband. So we can drink as much soda as we want to. And there's some like beach time tiki party on the lake beach that we're going to a tiki party and kids can come. So,
well, there you go.
Super stoked. Yeah.
That's Ohio Lake
I've been to Ohio in a long time.
I'll tell you what, wear shoes. Wear shoes.
Wear waders.
Things.
You wear a wetsuit.
Yeah. And then
those of you that just
I'm wearing a
Fancy
coconut
uniform.
bra and a grass skirt. It's a tiki party. Also with Doc Martens on.
For those of you that find Lake Michigan a little too clean, can I introduce you to Lake Erie? Enjoy.
Yeah.
Hold my
May I
beer.
introduce? Yeah, exactly. May I interest you in Lake Erie?
So,
yeah.
As far as the NFL goes, I assume
Yes.
we're ultimately going to talk sports. See, that's what happens when I don't get to see you guys anymore. We're like catching up and shit.
Yeah.
Can somebody tell me why I can still get the Rams at 12-1? I think that's a great price.
Yeah, and listen, I like the Rams. I liked them last year.
Easy. They screwed my handicap ton yesterday, Tate. I'm not happy with the White Sox.
Yeah,
right
that's fair. We've been doing on the Picks and Parlay Power Hour some futures and stuff like that, and I don't think we've talked about the Rams yet. But
Higgs
I do
said
like the
Rams.
Rams there. I think the Raiders are going to be a sleeper in the AFC West here. I know the Chargers are good, and all that. And
Wait a minute, are you getting ready to do the AFC West?
We're
Yeah,
about to
do you
do
wanna
Kansas
come on
City
and do
today.
That's what I'm good. So I'm gonna have to sit and listen through to everybody tell me why the Chiefs aren't gonna win the West again.
Actually, we need a handicapper to sub in for Nick Earl because he's here in Vegas. Would you like to have that spot to the AFC West on the Power Hour today?
I think I got Craig Trout actually.
Dude,
you did? Okay, good.
I'm not 100% sure, but
yeah, I am.
maybe.
Man, I am totally jammed for the rest of the day after this. I'm sorry, I've got to. I do some radio stuff on Saturday, and I've got to get all those picks ready and submitted. So,
Foxy did win the last Woody standing. I had James's picks flipped. That's why I didn't realize it. I changed it in the spreadsheet. So congratulations, Foxy. You did win the last Woody standing from last week. Congratulations, friend.
So James Mounts in blue is
Shamrock
out, right?
Rovers time.
Oh well,
Here.
I'm not on. I'm not back in the.
Allie, I'll save you my appearance. Chiefs are going to win. Chiefs are going to win the West again. Raiders are going to be last, and Denver's going to be second.
Oh, we did the Chiefs yesterday, and it was Dan Kaiser said over the 10.5. He's like, how can you not? They're going to get 11, 12 wins.
Totally agree.
Totally agree. So, but
yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs do get that. I actually think Denver's going to just absolutely suck.
I kind of do too.
I kind of think the Chargers will do their thing, but they'll be a little bit mediocre, maybe not as good as last year, maybe a step back. I think the Raiders take a step up, and the Chiefs just do what the Chiefs do.
See, and I'm with you on the thing about Denver. Russell Wilson didn't look great all year last year. He had some moments, but it looked like his skills are on the wrong side of the peak. A lot of times teams get these veteran players and they get all excited because they think of the way that player was 5 years ago. And that is not the Russ you're getting now in Denver. Right. It's the same when they got Peyton. Peyton, for some, he was able to like park the car on a hill and have just enough gas get to the engine to limp over the finish line and have that defense carry him to the championship. I guess Denver's kind of hoping for a little more offense and just enough defense. I don't see it. To me, it's the Chargers. You go into the season, you go, well, the Chargers look great on paper. Well, you
just
say
like
that
they did last year.
You say that every year.
Right.
Herbert's got great receivers. The defense is good. Blah blah blah. And then they San Diego or they Charger it all up, regardless of who the coach is. You thought it was Lim, but it wasn't. And it ends up something about being in that coaching room. You're just terrible when you get there. So the Chargers, Raiders could make a move. I don't know. Are they going to have enough defense? Are they going to have anybody to defend receivers deep?
I don't know about that. See, I think that the division ends up exactly or very similar to what it did last year. Chiefs 12-5, Raiders 10-7, still making a wild card. Chargers at the end of the year looking to make a wild card, compete. They finished 9-8. I wouldn't be surprised if they go 8-9. Somebody said in the chat, Denver finished 7-10 last year with no quarterback. So what? Russell Wilson get you 8-9? You think he's going to win you 2 games, maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, my problem is they went 1-5 in that division. Is Russell Wilson beating the Chiefs and the Raiders and the Chargers? Maybe he gets a game like 1-5. Maybe they go 2-4, but I don't see.
I think 2-4 is the ceiling there. I really do.
That's it. Like, I mean, so I'm not really worried. Yeah, Tim Earl, we've been talking about this forever. Seahawks money line week 1 against the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a real solid play for sure. Just like the Chiefs.
Higgs really like the Seahawks in preseason week 1. He was talking about that preseason week 1 because you've got that quarterback battle going between Geno and Drew, and so he thinks that's going to be a competitive game, and he likes Seahawks in the first one.
I'll take terrible Big 12 quarterbacks for 100, Alex. Geno Smith. No, I'm sorry. And we saw Drew Lock. He grew up. We played in the same division. My son is a couple of years behind him, but they played each other in football, and it was fun to watch him play high school. But when he got to Mizzou, it was obvious that he was just not going to be able to get to that next level. I was stunned that he ended up being a first-round pick because I don't think he's ever going to have the talent that it takes. I'm sorry, Drew, you're only one of the best, 100 quarterbacks.
Right.
You're not one of the best 32.
I don't know. For me, there's like an ego or a gusto or a vibe that goes with NFL quarterbacks, and Drew Lock just doesn't have it for me. Lenny, Cam confirmed he'll cover for Nick.
I just texted him too.
Okay, I already confirmed him.
He's like, I heard. So Craig, yeah. So
there's
cool.
lots of ways Seahawks win. I hate when you guys say things like this. No way that this happens. That's why we get to bet on it, because there's 100 ways that can happen.
Well, then they might as well cancel the game because there's no way.
Don't bother spending the gas money going. It's cool.
I'm so people that are going to that game. Yeah, don't go because their Seahawks are never going to win.
I'm so glad Bronco
Drew was a second round pick, says Bronco Dump. That makes more sense to me, actually. I'll be right back.
Of course you will.
He did fall to the second. That's right.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't see Denver. Like, I don't think Russ. Like you said, it's not Russ 5 years ago. Russ. It's not. It's not that. And he went there. He took the payday, and as well he should. I would have liked to seen him finish his career in Seattle. I wonder
if he just got enough of Pete Carroll.
Dude, I wouldn't doubt it. Pete gonna retire? The dude's like
3 years ago.
Isn't Pete Carroll's whole deal like building that defense, and like Russell didn't have the offense, and like this is Josh's team, so this is like the team that I hear talked about the most. It might also be the team that I like tune out the most, just because he talks about it so much. But yeah, Pete Carroll seems like that is the real problem in Seattle. And
again, Pete Carroll 10 years ago, all day. Pete Carroll today, no. Russell Wilson 5-10 years ago, sure, not today. If we're just going to throw names out there, yeah, hey, man, bring back Peyton too while you're at it. Bring back Michael Thomas. Bring back or what's his name? Who's the running back?
Andrew Luck. How about Andrew Luck? Can we have an Andrew Luck?
I mean, I heard Johnny Unitas ain't doing anything, so bring him into Denver too.
Free? Oh, well, he's free.
I think Johnny Unitas hasn't done anything for a while.
Just saying, he's probably lean and mean, and he's still football
alive.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, he's still mentally tough though. Okay, and he probably still has a good mental aspect of the football game.
He's better than some players I've seen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, so there's that.
He died in 2002.
Johnny Unitas did.
University of Maryland Rehabilitation and Orthopedic Institute in Baltimore.
Probably
September 11th, 2002.
Wow. Wow. My granddaughter was born on September 11th, not the September 11th, but
my son is September 10th, and they brought me into I was going to have a seat, or they were going to induce me. Mm-hmm. And they were like, come in 2 days. And I'm like, 2 days is September 11th. Let's just get this knocked out tomorrow.
My wife was working at the time, and my daughter wanted my wife to be there. So they said, okay, we're going to schedule to induce. We're going to do it on the 7th. And my wife's like, 7th isn't good for me. So they made him wait till the 10th. They induced in the morning of the 10th, all day long on the 10th. She's in labor. I'm like, oh, come on. Are we really going to do this 24 hours? and we absolutely did it like 36 hours. When I say we did it, I in no way mean that.
By we, I emotionally support. I was there. I had that on lockdown. Everything else,
I had like a fit, and my whole deal was the way that my luck goes. I'm going to end up with 24 hours in labor, and I called it, and it was like C-section. We're doing a C-section. That's what's happening here because there's no story where I die during childbirth. And
the bad part is
the next one on deck.
That's what they ultimately did with her. They finally gave up and said, okay, we couldn't have done this yesterday on the 10th.
Right.
But no, we could not have. So yeah, it was
it is what it is.
It is what it is. I knew where all the vending machines were. I knew the hours of the cafeteria. I was very helpful.
Right. My oldest daughter was 36 hours. Must be a thing. It was like that from the time her water broke on Tuesday,
right?
Like 4:00. And we went to the hospital, did all that, and she was born at 4:04 Thursday morning. So it was like, and it was a snow. Oh, it was a snow. I'll never forget. It was ridiculous.
It's the way to do it, man. Just get in, get out, get on with your life.
Yeah, my wife nonchalanted our second. She like, it was the middle of the night. She started feeling labor pain. She got up, took a shower. Made herself something to eat, got dressed, made sure she was packed. Then she woke me up. And by the time she woke me up, like the contractions were really starting to come. And we literally, it was like 4 a.m. We're flying down the interstate, 100 plus. I'm begging for a cop to pull me over so we can get an escort. Right. Not a fucking cop to be anywhere in sight. Never saw
around when you need them.
So yeah, that was we had both extremes, the hurry up and wait. And then with my wife, it was like, oh shit, we need to be doing this. So
yeah.
Anyway.
Football. So Scott Steehn, what do you like for the football game tonight? You got to play.
I'm gonna go with Jacksonville. I'm always going to go with the young team that's looking to prove something, especially in the first preseason game. It's a little more important than the average preseason game because you're kicking off the season. You've got national visibility. All eyes are on you. So I think generally speaking, if you wanted to play Vegas, maybe play Vegas first half, and the Jaguars ultimately take it a little bit more seriously, and their second team beats up on the Vegas third and fourth team in the third and fourth quarter. So that's kind of the way I'm thinking here. The total you always want to say under, but with the fucking put it at 30. Like, what do you do with that?
Nick Earl's heavy on the over. He swears it goes over.
Here's my thing. I just looked weather report. It's in Canton. It's supposed to rain. So, I mean, there's a chance of rain, according to.
I bet it like 3 weeks ago.
Weather.
Higgs told me to.
Light rain, 4-mile-an-hour winds. I mean, to your point, I agree with what you're saying about Jacksonville. I think they have more to play for, being that young team. And I already know David Carr and all them. Those guys ain't playing. And I mean, Trevor Lawrence might. I don't even know if he's playing. What's he gonna get it like a snap or like a series?
Maybe, man. They've been in camp for 10 days.
Right. I mean, I would. Yeah. So
they just started in pads 2 days ago. So they're not ready.
Does Josh McDaniels want to prove something though? That's the only thing I'm worried about with taking a side.
Yeah. I get that. I don't know.
There's nothing to prove without the starters.
No.
For him.
He still gets to prove what a genius he is. That he wants to show that his system can work with anybody. It doesn't matter. It's all about the system.
It's about the system.
I'll be watching it. That's the thing. Yeah, we haven't had football for 6 months, so it's what it is. It's on. It's on. It's on. So
something because the CFL is driving me nuts with their extended field and all their stupid rules. And I love the CFL. I love betting on the CFL.
God damn it! Yeah. They're putting on third down again.
Yeah, and I'm like, why can't you just we're not going to go for it. We're not even going to try in fourth down. And then I'm like, I've said that to myself at least 17 times this year. I'm like, we're just not even going. We're just going to give up. And then drunk Lenny reminds himself that there's only 3 downs. And I'm like, son of a.
I love that you can score on a punt though. You've got the
that aspect about it.
You've got the random. Well, fuck, we recovered the punt. Well, that's the point. There you go.
Oh shit, let's go. Yeah,
I didn't know that about CFL.
Yeah, so when they punt or field goal and it doesn't make it, because they will try from wherever, yeah, they can run it back. And the end zone's 20 yards deep instead of an NFL end zone 10 yards. The field is 110 yards goal to goal. So, I mean, Mandy, my wife was watching it. Yeah, my wife was watching it, and she's like, what is a 55-yard line? And I'm like, that's the center of the field. She's like, no, the 50-yard line's the center of the field. She goes, I don't know much about football, but I know that. And I'm like, and I wanted to continue I was wrong. Like I was just trying to BS her or something. I'm like, no, babe, this is Canadian football. She goes, what do you, they got their own rules? I'm
the
like,
metric system.
It's a whole nother country, Mandy. They don't all have the same NFL rules here. The NFL is actually not it's not worldwide. Okay. And I still don't think she believes me. But
Javier, I never got your pick yesterday. I don't know. This happened twice in a row, but I never got Javier's pick from yesterday.
I don't know where he's putting it or what he's doing with it, but
yeah. I see he's off the list, but he's off the list just because I didn't have a pick on him.
You know, I did something last week on my daily videos. I did a weekly contest similar to yours where they do their best pick. We keep track of it. Mm-hmm. The winner gets to come on the air with me and do a video.
Oh, nice!
Cool. And then we go head to head on an underdog game. So we did our first one on Monday, and it was a lot of fun because
that's killer.
You guys live in Vegas, so you get to meet some of the people that watch the show, and they'll come through Vegas and say hey. But surprisingly, not a lot of people are coming through KC and going,
"What?
Hey, man, we should." Yeah, exactly. Although I did run into a guy in Albuquerque, of all things, at a casino in the and when I used to do the deep three, and I'm like washing my hands, and I hear a guy go deep three. I'm like, what the fuck? And it was like somebody that had.
That's awesome.
Right? So yeah, I mean, you see people in Vegas, you expect it. You see them in Albuquerque, you're like, yeah, okay, great for you.
I want to get recognized so bad, like at the office, like with Sammy P. Like, there's people that'll come to the office bar and someone will be like, Josh will be like, hey, do you know the Plus Money Honey? She's down there. And they'll be like, yeah, we know the Plus Money Honey. And I'll meet them that way. But I haven't had anyone walk up to me and be like, are you the Plus Money Honey? Like, I'm waiting for that. Because when I dated Dutch, that would happen to him all the time. So I want my moment, damn it.
I have this thing where Mandy hates it too. Everywhere we go, I'm a hat guy. So I always got a tiger hat or lion hat on or something, right? Yeah, well, this last week we were at a nicer restaurant dinner, and I had a Lions hat on, and guy taps. We're sitting at the bar, kind of having a few drinks, waiting for our table, and guy taps me on the shoulder, and I turn around. He goes, "I'm sorry." I'm very, very nice and apologize, and he's like, "I don't mean to interrupt you guys' dinner or whatever. Are you a Lions fan?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well, I know you have to be because nobody in Vegas is wearing a Lions hat unless they're a Lions fan." And I'm like, "Oh yeah." And my wife's like, "Jesus Christ, here we go." And because I'm like, he's like, "We know." And then it proceeds, "Where are you from? Where are you from?" And we go back and forth, and
you're holding up your hands and showing each other where you live.
Like, I'm right here, bro. And he's like, "Oh, I'm right here." And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, 20 minutes away," and so we proceeded to talk about the Lions futures and what we're gonna do and this and that for about 20 minutes, and then my wife's like, "Hey, the table's ready," and I'm like, "Hey, I'm gonna stop by this guy." There was 6 guys in town for a bachelor party from Detroit. I took pictures with them. Right. I told them all about picks and parlays and all this stuff, but I've never been noticed as that's Detroit Lenny, and that's okay.
Not yet.
I'm the guy behind this. I'm the guy. I'm not the guy that runs for president. I'm the president's friend. That he doesn't talk about.
Absolutely.
You're his plug. You're the president's plug. You're hooking him up.
I'm the guy that he calls. He's like, "Man, shit's getting real with Putin. Let's just go to the strip club, get some White Castle." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, let's go."
I'm sure you guys have hung out with enough famous people to realize what a huge pain in the ass that actually is.
I don't want to. I have no desire.
No part of it. People say I want to be rich and famous. No, man, I want to be rich.
I don't want my kids to have all that.
No.
I just want the money, not the fame.
That's right. So yeah, absolutely. I'm with you, Lenny. I don't want to be.
So here's a question. We got to log off here in about 5 minutes. Can you ask the guest, would he take under 8 in the Tampa Bay Rays game or under in the Angels game, please and thank you?
What do we got here? We got the Angels Oakland
Sports.
This Junk kid for the Angels was actually good last time out. Springs has been good. Detroit can't score. I'd probably lean more if I'm getting 8 in both of those. I don't hate either. I don't hate the under in either one, but anything involving the Detroit Tigers, I'm going to have to go under there. Springs has been decent, right? Yeah, he's been good lately. So.
I'm on the Nerfy.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
So there's that. Go run for spinning in that Tigers game.
Yeah, because neither team really hits the ball crazy. I mean, the Rays can win games, but that doesn't mean they knock the ball around. And Hutchinson hasn't been horrible. He gets no run support because the Tigers can't hit the ball. You know, I mean, but I mean, he pitches. He'll give him 5-6 innings.
Yeah, I was just looking. I remember
Hutchinson.
Detroit.
I know this because I tried to spell it 12 times for Total Chaos yesterday, and I kept throwing that N in and then deleting, and then the S would delete, but the N was there, and it was this whole thing. And I'm like, I will never ever call you Hutchinson again because it's not your freaking name. Clearly, the universe needed me to learn that.
I know they're at home tonight, but I want to say this Detroit team, man, they're just horrific on the road, like right at 2 runs a game on the road, if I'm not mistaken. I think they were like 198 when I did them a couple weeks ago.
He just woke up and chose violence today, didn't he?
No, they don't. They can't hit the ball, but they're at home. And they're 25-27 at home. That's where they get the majority of their wins. So I don't hate Tigers today either.
Hutchinson has a game. Hutchinson was good his last time out, but he's struggled the starts before that. Mm-hmm. Springs has been okay. He's one of these guys that's not going to go long, so you're going to have to put your faith in the Tampa Bay bullpen, which is normally an easy thing. A few struggles this year, so yeah, I don't hate the under in either one of those, but I'm with you on the Nerfies too. I like the Nerfy in that game especially. So.
What's your best bet of the day, Scott Steehn?
No pressure.
Well, the one that I played, I'm trying to get to the one that I played. Anything involving the Mets right now, I'm kind of a fan of. This is a Mets team.
I know Tim has taken the Mets run line today at +170. That's going to be his first paper ticket bet. His first ever paper ticket bet.
Nice. Very nice. I probably like the under in that game better than I like either side. Although Carrasco has been really, really good his last 2 starts. So
another Nerfy I'm on.
Yes,
I'm on the Nerfy and the Mets money line for
what are you paying for a Nerfy? What are you paying? 130, 135, 110?
No, 115. I think it was
for the Nerfy for that game.
I'll tell you right now. Hold on, I'll tell you right now.
All right, I'm gonna have to jump on that.
110. I got the Nerfy and the Braves Mets 110 no, and the Mets money line 115. Can't tell you who, but their initials start with a W and an H.
Nice. That's a great price. I'm gonna see if I can find that. I'm gonna
go there.
Yeah, I like that. That's the under in that game is probably my favorite.
Rickett and Brian both like the A's and the Angels to go under. That was a double pick going on with them. So if anyone out there likes that going on,
there you go.
That happened. You want here now? He's our special guest. What? Okay, so we got to wind it down. We've only got 3 minutes. James. Yeah, tell the people. Tell the people what you're up to. Where can they find you now? What are you doing?
I'm still we're doing a project. I'm working with a kid from LA, an actor from LA. He's very, very funny. It's going to be a funny, irreverent sports betting show. It's going to premiere on the 8th of September with that Thursday night game. It'll be up that Thursday afternoon. We're having a blast doing that, working our asses off. I'm still doing my daily videos. I've still got premium plays. Of course, I do my videos. They come out early in the morning every day where I've got my best bet. And, of course, we've got our capper of the day and now king of the cappers. So we're still we're staying busy. We're staying busy.
I love it.
I miss doing the daily live show. I'm not going to lie. It's
well, you know what? There's still it'll all figure itself out because I love the daily live show. I love Back to the Window with Scott and Scott. It was, you're one of my favorite vernaculars in sports betting. I love to hear the way that you break things down and the words that you use. You're one of my very favorites. So
thanks. That was random.
I've told you that before. You might have just been thinking I was blowing smoke before, but I was serious.
Serious.
I am. But
Well,
yeah,
thank
we'd
you
love
very
to have
much.
you. I've got Rachelle on next week. Maybe you could come on the week after that because we'd love to have you on the show more often, especially as football season keeps cruising through. I've got to keep Lenny. I've got to keep Lenny entertained because it's not me who he's getting ultimate football knowledge out of. I've got to have good guests in. I'll just pick the questions. You guys answer them. That's what I'm here for.
Anytime, guys. Always a blast. I'm happy to do it.
All right. Thank you so much for Scott for coming by the show. We'll see you next week.
Good luck tonight, guys. Have fun at the game.
Take care.
All right.
Thanks.
Cheers. We shall. All right. Yeah, keep your eyes out for TikTok, huh? All right, Scott Steehn, everyone. Love that guy. He's so much fun. Such a funny guy, too. He's so down to earth and funny, and I just love his sense of humor. Okay, so let's pay some bills real quick. You guys know where you're at now, but do you know where you're coming from? You're coming from here we go. The daily lineup. The Max Wagers Network daily lineup starts every day at noon Eastern with Sean Higgs. Check out Midday Money. Lots of baseball betting, lots of NFL preseason over there. Baseball player props are going down there. Then you cruise over to here, Morning Wood. You know how we get down. Just Parlays with Chris King is up next at 2 p.m. Eastern. Then we've got the Picks and Parlays Power Hour. We're all good on that, right? We confirmed everything. Everybody's fine.
Yeah, we're good. I got it.
3 p.m. Eastern. Sean Miller's soccer show at 4 p.m. Eastern. And then are you guys doing game time today? Or you are? You said you're going to come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if they'll be there, but I'll be there.
Okay. We don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. And then I've got Total Chaos at 4 our time. So it's a long day. It's a long day of sports betting, but keep your eyes peeled for Picks and Parlays TikTok, for the Morningwood Facebook page, because the freaking gang is getting together tonight and there will be pictures. And I mean, I don't even know what's going to happen, but I'm thinking it should be.
There's some TikToks probably. It might burn a White Sox shirt in parking lot.
Ooh, that'd be a great. Well, let's not do that at a place I used to work where we got free tickets to. Because then what if Jim is like, no more free tickets for you, shirt burner, you know? We could walk across to the Red Rock Casino and burn it there.
Okay.
I'm just saying, not at a place where we get. I know I love
light it on fire and throw it on the field.
Total Chaos last night, but Leonard decided not to show up, so we missed Rachelle Chaos. You're 5-1 in the HC. Get it, Silky. I suck. I'm like 4-2 or something.
Silky, what's the over-under on how long before you forget to put your plays in?
Waiter at Sets. Tell Matt. Hey, Allie, I will see your husband waiter at Sets. Tell Matt. There's so many things wrong with this sentence. I'm not married.
Like Gramberly?
I'm not sure who Matt is. The guy I date is not a waiter.
Your husband waiter. Do you have a husband waiter, though? Like a work wife? Like a work husband? Like a work waiter?
Like you?
No, I'm be work husband, but like, are you going to see, like, do you go to a specific restaurant? You're like, that's my husband waiter?
Is he trying to say Walter? Maybe it's my husband, Walter. Blue Jays are Twins. That's a little tough for me.
I don't know, Brandon. I don't know, Brandon.
Line's moving towards the Twins. Yeah.
I put them in already. Yeah, but how long, which day before you forget to put them in? The weekends are hard for people.
I'm just going to go in and take Silky's plays. And then it'll do two things. I'll either go 2-0 or I'll bring Silky down with me. Because y'all, when I take your plays, that they lose. So
yeah, I don't even text.
I can help everybody else out. All right, guys, it's time to roll. Thank you so much for joining. I know, yeah, James S. We talked about it at the beginning of the show. Big news there on Brittany Griner. We talked about it. All right, guys, we love you and thank you so much for joining us today. Thanks so much. Oh, Jesus God, with the phone. Clearly, I need off of this thing. Thank you so much for Scott Steehn for being our special guest. Don't forget, check out the rest of the Max Wagers Network power block of free picks for you. Like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and good luck unless you're against Lenny.
Bye.